Hello everyone, this is Erik, the Asian movie enthusiast, and this is my review of Kingdom 4, Return of the Great General, a Japanese action movie from 2024 that was directed by Shinsuke Sato, a man who has given us a plethora of entertaining movies over the past decade plus, which include I Am a Hero and Inuyashiki, among others. He also directed the first 3 Kingdom movies, so we have some consistency in the director's seat here, of which this is a sequel. Also, do not confuse this franchise with the Kingdom television series, which is a Korean production about a zombie outbreak. So they have nothing to do with one another. That K-drama is very good, though. In any case, I enjoyed Sato's first few Kingdom movies, and there's a review for each of them on this channel. I liked the first and the third movie more than the second. So how does this fourth film compare? Let's find out. So if you want summaries of the prior films, you could check those out online or watch my prior reviews. The following plot synopsis for this fourth installment was taken from the website Asian Movie Pulse. They do a lot of Asian movie reviews over there. The drama starts essentially from the beginning of the film with the appearance of Pang Nuan, also known as the God of War, who attacks the group out of the blue. Shin, played by Kento Yamazaki, returning, seems to pose no threat to him at all, while his comrade, who does her best to counter him, soon realizes that she is no match either. The group suffers tremendous losses, with a number of Shin's men dying, and the rest barely making it out. Soon, and as flashbacks reveal Oki's tragic past, played by Takao Osawa, also returning, it becomes evident that Pang Nuang actually aims at him, as a fighter who seems to stand on equal level as the field general or field leader of the country of Zhao. So, this film begins with a quick recap of the prior films, especially the last one, which is convenient. The runtime of this one is 2 hours and 25 minutes, so it's a bit of a beast in terms of length. It does have a pretty fast start to it, with a cool fight scene, but there are definitely some patches of slowness, which do cause some pacing issues. This is especially evident when the characters mourn the deaths of their comrades during the opening half. I felt like some of those moments in particular did drag on for a bit too long, and they happen like back to back to back. It's like consecutive mourning scenes, like stacked on top of each other. There's an entire section of this movie that's dedicated just to mourning, And I understand that the filmmakers want to have a dramatic impact, but they could have cut that down a bit, I think. The story is pretty good, though. It's good enough. I would rank Kingdom 4's story more in line with Kingdom 2 in terms of dramatic excitement level. I enjoyed the plot of Kingdom 1 and 3 more than 2 and 4, primarily because those odd-numbered installments had some legitimate character intrigue, and these other even-number installments don't quite reach the same level for me. But the good news is that once the character mourning finishes, this does kick into high gear with a very entertaining second half that revolves around one primary conflict between 2 badass generals. And that's the huge set piece of the film. So in terms of action, the opening fight is a good one. It involves this war god dude, I guess I would call him, who has this huge melee weapon. It's like something you'd see from a Final Fantasy video game or something. It's extremely powerful, creates a situation where it's difficult for our protagonists to get close enough to hit them with their swords and weaponry. And our protagonists attempt to use speed against him, which is a good tactic, but it results in some very acrobatic and fast moves on display. The midsection battles are also good, but I think the action in parts 1 and 3 was more exciting overall. Maybe because it continued to ramp up in crescendo. In this movie, the action is frequently interrupted by a lot of dramatic scenes and flashback scenes. So you'll be in the middle of this big set piece, but it keeps going to flashback mode every handful of minutes, and then it goes back and forth that way. So I kind of like when action scenes are just one big, just roll through the whole scene, and the excitement level continues to maintain itself and build up, which they don't really do here. But still, the big face-off with the war god dude, as I call him, that arrives at the midpoint is pretty cool. We have 2 huge melee weapons clashing with thunderous power, and some nice big weapon choreography is on display as well. There's a big battle that happens alongside the one-on-one fight. And this sequence goes on for a long time. I should have timed it, or checked the time spots, but it goes on for a while. And the way it ends is actually quite surprising and satisfying. So I mean, that's all that needs to be said about this movie. I mean, we're on the 4th installment of this franchise. You should know what you're getting into. If you enjoyed the first 3 movies, you'll probably enjoy this one. And I think there are varying opinions about which films are better than the others. I'm not sure if there's like a consensus opinion as to what the best Kingdom film is so far. So if you've seen all of these, or at least some of them, let me know which are your favorites and least favorites in the comments section. I wonder if people will agree with me that parts 1 and 3 are the best. Probably not. But in any case, Kingdom 4 is currently available on Netflix. Easy to find. Check it out. And as always, folks, I'll see you next time.